Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Well, I did not post our announcement yesterday because it got late and I kind of forgot. So, I know I put a little teaser out there yesterday. Well, here's the long and short of it. It's nothing massively crazy, but we bought a house on Monday. We were not anticipating doing this over the weekend, but John and I are very excited about it. And the reason that I wanted to post this in a video because of the reason of how we got it. And it just never ceases to amaze me and John how God works things together for the good of those who love and trust him. And we are nobody special. I'm nobody special. God does this for all of his children. That promise is a blanket promise for everybody. Period. And I just wanted to share the little testimony of how we got this house as an encouragement to you on the outside looking in. When we post pictures of these things or tell people that these things are happening to us. And I know I've been guilty of this too, hearing good things of other people and good things happening to them. And I just go, Lord, why doesn't that happen to me? What am I doing? And it's a very easy thought process to fall into. But a lot of times we don't know the story of how or why they got it. And so I just kind of wanted to share a little bit about that and a few lessons that honestly, John and I both learned in this process. And the number one thing that we learned about this is John's very good about preparing, okay? You have to be ready. You have to be prepared for what God is going to give you. John had been looking at houses. We've been looking at houses, thinking ahead in the process. We just moved to Denver November 10th. We've only been here for a few months, signed a 15-month lease in this apartment. And people are like, why are you looking at houses already? Because we wanted to be prepared to know if we were going to build a house, it takes 8 months, to know what the market is, to know what's available as far as housing, to know what area we wanted to live in, so that it just wasn't, we just had to get stuck with whatever we got stuck with because our lease was up. So number one is preparing, because when you are prepared, when God's ready to move, you're ready because you're prepared. So we started looking at homes. John found one on a Friday afternoon or evening, and he said, hey, let's just look at this. We finally got a hold of a realtor Saturday morning, and the realtor was just a total God connection. Prior military service guy, super sweet. The open house was Saturday. We went to it. Loved the house. It was absolutely beautiful. And we went home and we thought about it. They were only taking offers. This market here is crazy, by the way, for housing. People pay up to 30 grand over asking price and bidding wars. And it's very, very different than South Dakota. So they were only taking bids on this home or offers until Monday at noon. So we knew we had to, do something if we were going to, get this house, if this was for us. And so what we did was, we got prepared. We got our financing in order on Saturday and Sunday, just to be ready for this. On Sunday, we went and looked at another house just to kind of, give us some options. We looked at a ton online, and it was not our house. We just both knew it. It was not our house. So we said goodbye to the realtor. We were on our way home, and John goes, babe, let's go look at that house again. Let's just stop by and see if maybe there's another open house that we can look at it again. And I'll be honest, you guys, in my heart, I was like, I don't want to see the house again. It was beautiful and that's okay. But I was silent. I didn't say anything because I could feel that I wasn't supposed to say those words. It was just an inkling in my spirit. It wasn't like God was shouting down at me in some voice like, no, say yes. It was just a feeling that I had like, no, Jane, just be quiet and I think you should go. So we said, okay. So we drove by the house, and the open house had actually closed an hour earlier. So the open house was over. We pull in the driveway, and John's like, well, maybe the owners are home and, we could still see the house. And I was like, I don't want to do that. So then my next thought was I'll just sit in the car and have John go inside. And then if they're there, he'll flag me down and I'll go in. That's really awkward. And John was sitting there too, and I could tell he was a little trepidatious, this is kind of intimidating to walk up to someone's house that you don't know and ring the doorbell. But I also felt in my spirit no, if they're home, you as a husband and wife both need to be there and you need to chat with them, because if this is the house you want, you need to meet these people. So I said, all right, we're going up. Literally at the door, and John is looking at me like, oh, should we ring the doorbell? It looks really dark in there. And I'm like, dude, you brought me this far. You're ringing the doorbell. We're going to go in here. And the owners were home. And they showed us through, and we got to know them. And he's in the military, and she's a doctor for the VA. And they're super sweet couple, no kids, and just wanted to live there forever, and didn't know that they were going to move, and renovated the kitchen beautifully just this summer because they thought they were going to stay there forever, and just really loved this home and shared a lot about it with us. And we were able to share with them about who we were and how excited we were about this, and possibly making this our home. So we laughed, and we just knew that this was a complete God reason that we were there. On Monday morning, we decided to place our offer. We put in an offer $1,000 over the asking price, and we also submitted a letter, which was John's idea. A letter stating, hey, we'd love to live in your home. We appreciate your military service. And we understand that people, in the military typically have the same values of integrity and taking care of things. And we really appreciate that about you guys. And we can tell that in your house. So we drafted that letter and submitted our offer. They were taking offers only until noon on Monday. As it turns out, they had 6 offers. We were not supposed to hear anything until Tuesday at 2 p.m. Okay. And, they called us Monday night, our realtor did, and he said, here's the deal, you guys. These guys want you to have this house. If you come up $5,000, so it'd be a total of $6,000 over the asking price. If you come up $5,000, they will give the house to you. You guys, that just doesn't happen, okay? Obviously somebody else put in offers above ours. Typically anyone's going to go with the highest offer to get the most for their house. And my point with this is listening to God. And it's not going to sound like God, maybe there was no voice coming down from the Lord saying, ring the doorbell, go inside, drive by the house. It was just these feelings that John and I had that we should do this. And we didn't want to, like, every step along the way. We both talked about it and laughed about it after. Like, we didn't want to ring the doorbell. We didn't want to get out of the car. But we both felt that we should. And sometimes you hear testimonies of people where they're like, I heard from God. Well, I've never heard from God. I'm not going to lie. Never heard his voice booming down saying, Jane, do this. But it's those feelings in you that you should be doing something. Follow those. And we just prayed about it, and we gave this up to God, and we're like, here's the deal to God. If this is a house for us, you are going to work it out. We did everything we could. We did the letter. We showed up. We got the financing. We've been diligent with our finances. This is what we could do. And if this is for us, you will absolutely work it out. If it's not, then that means you have something better for us, and we will wait. And we just gave it up, and we were completely okay with that, for real, because this was actually moving really fast for me and John. But as it turns out, we got the home, and we are beyond excited. And what's really exciting about it is all the room, and how John is so excited to see that God provided this room for us, and he wants, and so do I, we want to use it to have Bible studies, to have kids over, to be involved in youth groups, to make this a place where people can come and just so we can share Christ with them. We're so excited about that. And on a side note, this house is only a few minutes away from the church that we've started attending and are looking forward to calling home. And it's actually about a 20-30 minute drive from where we are. So it cuts that time down to our church. Here's the deal, you guys. God is good all the time. He is faithful. And again, he works everything together for the good of those who love and trust him. We trusted this to him. We did all that we could. We were prepared and ready, and God blessed that. And we are beyond grateful, literally still in happy shock that we got this place. I just wanted to share that quick testimony. I hope something resonates with you. If not, I hope you have a beautiful day, and we'll post pictures later. All right, bye.